Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his fourth NFL campaign.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to pick up the first down across midfield. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Now they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run now on 2nd down, and he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Here comes 2nd and 4.
That's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps.
The factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. No
best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still...
Coordinator, they match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive, and as we take a look at the NFL leaders in TD passes coming in, it's right there among the best in the league. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So they'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's in.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, the extra point. He knocks it through, and his guys move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back. He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. 20-yard pickup there. And that will be a 1st down. Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Third down and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
It's second and 8.
Quickly to the outside and complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They go. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
We are through one. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw there on second down.
This entire contest, I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about half of what they needed. They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete now after a gain of 7. Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback...
Now, faking the give. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. The athletic training staff looks at him. We'll step away for a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to... Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And will be forced out of bounds. A very short game. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They'll look to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Got it in, left side. It's caught.
Results in a first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Woods. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. He'll look to throw. He keeps, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Result is a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Rolling right, it's taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the visitors cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play on that one. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. And with just 4 seconds left of the first half, a timeout is called. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And his guys are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Now a give on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Play action, he'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's a designed run. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the visitors back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now give up the middle. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate that ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. A flag is down. It's a gain of a yard, but let's check the call. off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Gun. Here's a run up the gut. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. To the air once more on 2nd down. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. His throw left side is complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a run on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point, up and good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth.
In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, they'll run. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. Here's a run. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Good blocking, and he's in. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And his guys are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. Still going inside the 20. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big one right there. 53 yards. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw again. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent. excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. To the air one more time. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up third and goal. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. To the goal line and in. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good, and the visitors are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. To the ground, a first down run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. This one all but over. Here's third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.